In this video, I'm explaining to you how Satan have created by the so-called Christian and the so-called Jews, starting from those who call themselves Israelite in the Holy Land, how he created al-maghdub alayhim ad-dallin, those who are bringing the wrath of God and those who lost their path. These people, these groups, I'm not going to talk, because among them people who are ignorant, who are nice, who really call for equality and things. So let's the term justice would be justice with everyone. But the case is that this two dark group is the biggest enemy to God teachings. Either there is monks who are trying to cover it up, leaders, chachams, whatever. It is these two groups is danger to humanity, filled of contradiction, and trying to impose contradiction and reactions and manipulation even on Islam. And I don't want to talk about the Abrahamic, heavenly things like that. It's corrupted dark groups, have nothing to do with Christianity or Judea itself. Definitely those who call themselves Jews are the biggest enemy of Israelite. These two groups, dark, kafir, infidel, disbelieving accurately, perfectly on Allah, is the biggest enemy to humanity, because Satan can use it a lot. And it's the biggest enemy to God's teaching, definitely. The biggest enemy of God teachings. What I am trying to say here is that there is a security man who's looking at me right now. I don't know where to sit. I don't know where to sit. I'm sitting there, they are marijuana smells and they're drinking there, and I don't know where. Of course they're enjoying this. Whatever. Oh, it's starting from South House. Oh yeah, even if there is some acting and playing games. Whatever. No problem. It's a case of justice right now, a personal case. No. What I'm trying to say is this two group is an enemy of God. It's Satan worshipping groups. It's dangerous to humanity. And you can return back to history and you can see how the devil is reforming it, and doing unbelievable things with it in concerning the destruction of life, destruction of submission to God Almighty word, against the people of God, the real people of God, the Muslims, and messing around with the prophecies and instruction of God, which explain itself. I have seen a video. Member of the Gog-Magog nation. He is apparently a Russian or Eastern European. And he's saying, Wallahi, I am not lying. I'm saying the truth in the Holy Land. In the videos there, he's saying, we will kill them all. He means the Palestinians. They say Palestine, this term was used in 1970, whatever. So many. But this guy, basically one, said, we will kill Palestinians. Why? Because they don't want us to return back to our Holy Land. All of a sudden, one Palestinian said, go back to Russia. Go back to... And what do you know? Do you know what he said? He said, you go back to Mecca. Now, I went to the comment section, and guess what? People are saying, starting from the European and Russian white Gog-Magog and the European ethnic group. Yeah. They are... I'm not going to talk about the African flash or the Iranian. It is the same case. What are they saying? Or the Turks, Jews, whatever. They are saying, you're the Jews, you're returning back to your Holy Land. It's even written in the Torah. You have the right to return back. I wonder why Muslims, and they come from the Arabian Peninsula, they speak Arabic, so they are Arabic as mother tongue, so they are Ishmaelite. They need to return back to Mecca and Medina, because Muhammad started this. Now, how can we deal with such unhuman cockroaches? How can we? Supported by the West, the satanic power right now. The devil is being empowered in the Holy Land. It's not Hamas, the terrorist group. No, the devil is the so-called Israeli state, the Knesset, the Hachams, those who want to build the temple of Satan and the place of Allah temple, which Allah built and put set a certain condition to whom should enter it and whom should pray inside. They want to mess around with the teaching of God. And definitely God is putting it in the hand of those who want to be obedient and be Muslims, to protect the Holy Land. No answer, except we will There is a lot of mortal, a lot of witnesses, a lot of people who died, killed. And then the number is huge among Muslims who paying the price of other human choosing to be slaves to Satan. Okay? Either they want to call themselves liberal, secular, Jew, Christian, whatever. Now, at the end, they will pay the price. They will pay a big price. I'm going to talk about this stupid, arrogant, ignorant Russians, Eastern European, Ashkenazis coming and saying, you go back to Mecca and Medina. No, that those who are in the Holy Land before a century, 2 centuries, those Palestinians, Ismail Haniya, Ahmed Yassin, Mahmoud Abbas, Yasser Arafat, those people are the natives in Holy Land. Okay, and remember that the Arabian Peninsula is at the border of Holy Land, too. But people are not Ismailians. These people who live in Iraq, who live in Morocco, in Algeria, in Egypt, in Lebanon, in Tunisia, in Iraq, are not Ismailians. There is a lot of videos of Hakhams, satanic Hakhams, calling themselves Jews. This is it, other it is. They're saying, we will then ask all Palestinians to go and find any other of these 22 states and live in it. Because God said, this is for us. They mention Israelites. They are not Israelis. They are Gohem. They are Gohem. They are Gohem. They are Gentile. Gohem. They cannot prove it. And they are manipulating the truth. And they have nothing to do with the Israeli race. And if they know, and they know that among the Palestinians are the real Israeli, they would kill them. There is a video that I uploaded before in another channel. A white Gohem Jew with a black Gohem Jew. There is a video, someone is taking a picture and they shot a person walking the street, a Palestinian. Guess what? Especially the area is, you can say 99% that this Palestinian is an Israelite, and they killed him and he's down. And then they brought a knife. And the black guy, the African flash, is looking toward someone else is taking camera, and he's jumping. They were exposed. Do you see? How could he say, you go back? Someone is saying to him, go back to Russia or go back to Eastern Europe. And he's saying, go back to Mecca. They are not from Mecca. They are not from Medina. They are from the Holy Land. And they are submitting their sword based on their choice. They are the natives. Why you are establishing this so-called Israeli state is just to explain. Look at the Prime Minister of Spain. The first line of defending the Western nation is the so-called Israeli state. Why? Why don't you return back to Europe? You and your king, because originally you are not from Spain. The real original natives were persecuted, killed by the Europeans, who are, of course, they are considered European, who accepted Islam. And you can find a lot of them within the Amazigh, Moroccans, Berber, among them. In Algeria and Tunisia, you will find most of those people are native Spanol, Andalusian. They ran away. So I'm just explaining to you how Gog Magog are racist among them. How they are racist. They are dirty. I'm not saying all. But they just don't want to see it. They cannot see it because they are possessed by the devil. They are a terrible race. I'm not saying all. This is how it is. Who started World War I? World War II? The Hiroshima bomb, the first crusade, the Roman attack, even before the Muhammad peace be upon him, killed and made the Israeli ran away to the Arabian Peninsula. It came from Europe, Gog and Magog, Rome. Who's behind persecuting the Messiah? The Israelis alone? No, the Romans themselves. They have persecuted him, the Messiah. They didn't like what he's preaching about. Do you understand my point? War in Iraq, Afghanistan, Chechnya. The crimes goes on and on and on, empowering the so-called Hindus and helping them to lie about the history of Islam in India, lying about the history of Muhammad, making the Messiah a creep person in the Injil. Rome. That's why Allah kicked them from the Holy Land after they have spread their filth in Middle East about the Messiah. And the Israelites enjoyed returning back to the Holy Land. So many enjoyed. Some few, my ancestor, few didn't like it. Almost 800, and he kicked them. He didn't kill them. He said, get out, go there. And they didn't even go to the Holy Land. They were near the Tabuk, there places like this. It's almost like those, whatever. And at the end, so many among the Israelites accepted Islam and they liberated the Holy Land and they settled there. Some of them went to Morocco. I'm not talking about the Gypsies, the Goyim, the Uri Indians, and the Ashkenazis who used the European white who used to live in Europe, and then when Andalusia became Dar al-Islam, they ran and escaped and settled there. And then when the European and the Catholic attacked Spain and killed those, kicked the natives, Muslims from Spain, they persecuted the intruders who are calling themselves Jews in Europe, who ran away to Morocco and Algeria. You understand me? It's different. It's a different story. I'm talking about the Moroccan neighbor in Jerusalem. No, the real Israelis accepted Islam. At the time of Muhammad, there was a lot converting from darkness to Islam among the Israelis, and there is a lot of names. They start recognizing. You need to understand. They looked at Muhammad and the general, most of them, and they said, you know what? He is a son of the Virgin Mary. He is a son of Virgin. He's not a son of a whore, and he's the Messiah. Oh yeah, he's the Messiah. You know what? We shouldn't speak Hebrew anymore. And you are the final messenger, indeed. Oh, makes sense. No more Yahudian Islamic way. It's the Hanafi. Okay. Muhammad, peace be upon him, you are the final messenger. It makes sense. And they joined the team. They joined everything was fantastic. Who start messing around? The dark group, internal dark group. There is light, jizya, whatever, and the external powers, satanic, dark, external power to the devil, not the human. So you need to understand this. I don't want you to be racist and ignorant and arrogant and stupid and filthy. I don't want you to be this. I want you to be a human, or be cursed, be destroyed. Don't lie. Well, the Muslim shouldn't send rocket. Don't start this. God bless them for sending each rocket. All of those who died are blessed in heaven and paradise, and you, the occupiers in the Holy Land, must be punished. They went in the interviews in Tel Aviv, and they talked to a Gohan woman. They said, "Who do you choose, Trump or Hillary Clinton?" And she said, "Oh, I want Trump. Look at Daesh. Look at Muslim, because he will stop Muslims from what they are doing." And other Chacham looking and saying, "Look at the Holy Land. Tel Aviv is civilized country. Women are wearing bikinis there, and sex trafficking, and a lot of women. And a lot of persecution to the Palestinians. But still, look at the Holy Land. Look Tel Aviv. We have a nuclear bomb given by the West. And look at Syria, the Muslim countries, Iraq, Syria. Look at these Muslim countries. Look how terrible it is. Look at the dictatorship in Saudi Arabia. But here in the Holy Land, people are not normal. These people, they are not normal. They are occupiers, and they are not normal. Guess what? Gog Magog. West and Russians. This is how it is. Anyway, I need to close. I need to close, and because there is a security guy who said I need to move from. Don't delete the video. You see him? That's him. He said you need to leave from here. No problem, it's there, right. But I don't want this video to be deleted. I mean, stop your racism, please. In the YouTube, stop your racism. Everyone can say whatever he wants. Lie about Muhammad, lie about our culture. Make my sister a model and say why he don't want his sister to be a bitch. Don't delete my video. Why? Modeling. Models. Borno. Model X. Model C. Model D. Working in Borno. Making Borno movies. I don't want this. I don't like this. I'm a member of... for God's sake, I even hated myself. I'm a bastard. Better. I'm a bastard. They have fucked my life. You know what? They have fucked my life. I'm not from the Ishmaelians. I'm not from the Israelis among the Ishmaelians. I don't want even to mention the name of my tribe. I don't want to mention even the name of my father or my mother. I want to forget about my history, but I can't. I'm a human being. Leave my videos. And guess what? When I go and check the Holy Land videos, and I see these stupid people, I mean, go back to Russia and don't even mention the word Mecca and Medina. And he's saying, go back to Russia, saying, go back to Medina. What sort of answer is this? And he's saying, we will kill all of the Palestinians. They said this, don't delete my video. And he's answering, because they don't want us to return back. Because they are resisting. Definitely, you're kicking them from our houses. What? But this is what the white is bringing. Gog Magog. Definitely. I mean, I'm facing a problem with so many Africans. Even back then, Middle Eastern here. Look at the flasher. African who killed a lot in Iraq. Killed as well. and even in Afghanistan, here lying about Muhammad and Arabs and doing all sorts of accusation and forgetting what's happening until now in Africa. Who is empowering the dark within them? Who? Gog and Magog. I'm not saying all of them, but Gog and Magog, the elite, the government, they are terrible people. Terrible. Unrespectable, this is disgusting what you're doing. Right now they killed someone who's 17 years old. Why? They killed before a week someone driving a car by mistake. Why are you doing this? May them in the West and Russia is taking advantage as well. Now Russia, there is a lot of fascist member of the Jewish Russian community coming to the Holy Land and making a lot of problems. And at the same time, Russia is empowering the so-called Shiite to persecute the Sunnis. And when you ask Russia why you're doing this, they would say because Al-Qaeda is Sunni and they fucked us in Afghanistan. And Chechnya are Sunnis and they fucked. Why you are in Afghanistan from the first place? Why did you occupy the Chechen? They gave most of the states in the Soviet Union, they're independent. But when it's come to Chechnya, because it's a Muslim country, no, they give most of whatever. Ukraine, they give Ukrainians because they're not Muslims. The West enjoyed that. Give Bush for that. Satan pushed for that. But Chechnya, no independence. Still, they want them part of Russia. I mean, what is this Gog and Magog? I don't want to say curses and prayers so that you wouldn't delete my video. I mean, how disgusting you can be. As a nation, I'm not talking about, there is children here and there is normal folks here and people who are good in church whatsoever and bad people as well, but the government, what are you doing? Did you see the CNN and the Pakistani ambassador? The Pakistani ambassador said they control the media, and he's right. Maybe they control YouTube as well, but oh, definitely there is. Look at the stocks and shares in YouTube. Who's? It is these groups supporting the so-called Israeli state. And she answered the white bitch. She said, "I consider this anti-Semitic." Now the term Semitic itself, what are you doing to us? You are not Semitics. You're Goyim. No, you're not. You're European. You're not from the Israelites. You're not even descended from Abraham. You're not Samis. Uncle Sam, even in America. Unbelievable. This is craziness. Craziness, anti-Semist. She said to the Pakistani. She said to him, I consider this anti-Semist. Of course, she's hearing someone in her. This is anti-Semist. There is a control room. We have no control. We have no media. We have no media in our country. We cannot nothing to represent us. A lot of Muslim scholars are arrested, died in jails. Why? You're enjoying this. I understand that there is a lot of because the devil, the Satanist, and the Satan children will always be happy in the pain of other humans. That's it. This is the West. This is the history of your civilization. This is it. Lies. There is some good part of it. Oh yeah, 30%. But the 70% is darkness. And this 30% at the future, it will produce absolute darkness. I am facing a problem here. At the minimum, allow me to speak. At the minimum, dear YouTube, allow me to speak. They can say whatever they want. Thousands and thousands of people are listening to them. At the minimum, they are in houses, driving their cars. Their money is protected. They didn't live what I used to live. Destruction in my family caused by the government. Okay? And those who are behind this, no, I'm not lying. Allow me to speak. Don't delete this video. Thank you very much. Don't delete this video. There is a lot of people who are crying. Not only in Sheikh Jarrah. Mainly in Sheikh Jarrah and others. Who were kicked from their houses. Have members in the Holy Land. Allow me to speak. What is the biggest power that is controlling or have a word to say in the Holy Land? The West. The West. So allow me to speak. The West, this is how this is God's will to allow this chemistry between chemical relation between dark and light. And it's God's will to allow Satan to impose his darkness through the West. Either you like this or you didn't. You do not. Of course, there's dark group all over the world. I have the right to speak. You have the right to come. In 2008 and 9, they used to say a lot of things. And CNN, I saw once an article saying that the committee of Sharia laws are right now not capable to do anything in Saudi Arabia because the new mobile allow boys and girls to have relation with each another. And the restaurants, I remember it, 2007 and 8. I didn't have a mobile. This is my first smart mobile here in UK. I bought it. The Ismailian, you don't want to talk about their men, you want to destroy them and not, what is the word? Tanjisahum. You want to make them, you want to bring this, and you add this articles. You took this article from whom? The families of Hoja, families of Al Maktoum, families of Salih, families of Dishi, families of Al Mashekhs, family of Al-Aluid, family of Abdul Khal. Those people who are not from the Ismailian, they do not show any respect to the Ismailian. And this is racism. Abu Sulaiman, Abu Ziggan, you took it from them. Al-Aidan, you took it in Gulf State. I mean, I look at articles, I saw a lot of documentary from films coming, and they always talk about women. See, when now you can find prostitutes in the hotels in Saudi Arabia now. Yes, if you want, I can go to some in India and the internet, and you can find some numbers. And the government want this. This hotel have some prostitutes, they will bring you, pay money, bring some girls. I don't like this. See, the Israelite who are representing the word of God will never like this. This and other sort of gambling, other sort of unshowing respect to the zakah, other sort of society rules, especially when it's come to the Arabian Peninsula, the Holy Land right now. The devil is being empowered. Document. They talk about women rights, and as a matter of fact, the real issues that women are dealing with, they don't look at it. Poverty, no accommodations, society problems, they don't look at this. They go to those who are rich, who want prostitution, who want cinema, who want bikinis, who want to drink in the Arabian Peninsula, and then go and talk to them. Who's bothering you? Oh, this Ismailian culture, this committee, this... Look at the Holy Land. Look at the Holy Land. Women right now are killed in Gaza. Killed. They are originally from Jerusalem, originally from Tal al-Rabi', which is called Tal al-Rabi'. They were kicked out by force, and they are killed with their children. No one is talking about the way they used to talk about what's happening in Saudi Arabia. This lady called Muna al-Kurd, she's screaming, Yalla, Yalla, the Jewish Gohem soldiers, female, Yalla, Yalla, why Yalla, 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 go back to Flasha, go back to Ashkenazia, and do Yalla, Yalla, Yalla. They want to kick them from Sheikh al-Jarrah. All of these women are screaming, are crying. Do you think that they are enjoying? They are terrified from losing their houses. They are terrified. Come on, talk about this women right. No, Israel have the right to defend itself. The Jews just return back. And some Russians, we will kill them because they're resisting. Go back to Mecca. Go back to Russia. No, you go. If someone said to them, go back to Russia, go back to Mecca. What sort of world we're living in? Don't delete my video. Please don't delete my video. Remember, I am here in this position. Don't question me when I say you will not deal with it. You are not gonna deal with what I am dealing with, either spiritually or circumstantially. You cannot deal with it. Don't question me. Unless if you want to hang yourself after testing what I am dealing with. May you be, and worse, I have no mercy, but at the minimum, be at the position I am in. And then you will understand exactly how disgusting the human race can be. Leave my video alone, please. Thank you very much. I went to speak. I saw many videos yesterday making me angry, and of course I go and meet some people in church, and they also, their answers and the way they are talking about Hamas, and it's making me a little bit angry, and I keep, because they are ignorant. Okay, and I always avoid them. I go mainly to atheist, but with conscience. I like them. I don't like talking to so-called Christian. I'm admitting this. Oh, Jews, unless if they are anti-Zionist Jew, but I don't go deep to the religion, faith, with great respect. I don't. Atheist with conscience. Oh, I like being with them. Oh, that's why I always choose them. Atheists who have conscience. Don't. I can know, especially those who are above the age of 60 or 70 as well. This is the sign. Yeah, that's nice. Talking to them is nice for an hour or two, 3 every week. Wonderful. My others, so don't delete my video. Let me express my opinions and tweet what with facts what's happening in the Middle East. I hope this video wouldn't be deleted. Thank you very much.